What's going on, guys? This is Jigsaw here. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys my steps that I've come up with on how to become a professional Call of Duty player. So real quick before we get going, I'm going to go ahead and ask you guys who your favorite pro player is and who your favorite pro team is. I personally am a big fan of Optic Nadeshot and the Optic team. I've been watching them for a while and they're my favorite team. So go ahead and let me know what yours is. And before I jump into anything, I need to say this right off the bat here. There is no specific order to these steps. There is a general undefined order for sure, but there's not a specific one, so keep that in mind when you're watching the video. Also, I need to say that this is not a 100% success rate guaranteed tutorial on how to become a pro player. And the reason for that is, that does not exist. There's nothing you can do that will guarantee you pro status. However, watching this video and keeping in mind all these tips and tricks when you're moving forward will definitely increase your chances tremendously on becoming a pro player. So with all that being said, let's jump right on into it. If you're going to want to become a professional Call of Duty player, you need to ask yourself, how bad do you want it? Becoming a pro player takes a lot of time, effort, and money. You know, you're going to have to give up a social life sometimes in a lot of situations. You have to spend a lot of money on the proper equipment, and it takes a lot of effort really grinding out the game and getting better at it so you can become a pro player. If the answer is yes, then let's keep moving forward. So you need to ask yourself, am I using the right equipment? If you're using a regular TV, a regular controller, a regular headset, you're not doing it right. In fact, you're limiting your own skill, and this is hurting your chances rather than not really affecting your chances. I have videos on my channel on what you should be using. In fact, if you want to check out what you should be using, go ahead and check out my How to Get Better at Call of Duty Ghosts Part 1 episode, because that talks about the kind of hardware you should be using when you're playing Call of Duty. So after you've got that stuff down, you need to make sure that you have the proper skill to become a pro player. And you need to be good at winning gunfights. You know, you need to have gun skill, good aim, good tactics, versatility, all that kind of stuff. It's very important that you are top-notch in all of your skills. And if you're looking to enhance your skills, again, I have great videos on my channels that can teach you different tips and tricks on how to get better at the game. So if you're saying to yourself now at this point, yes, I have the right equipment, I'm really willing to do that, I'm good at the game, what's next? Well, next is you need to determine what kind of player you are. Generally speaking, most teams and all the real professional teams have a team of 4 squad, and each person on that squad has a role. Now, the main roles in the competitive scene are the anchor, who sort of sits back and oversees everything, the OBJ player or objective player, who obviously plays the objective in the matches, the support player who sort of helps everyone out, and the slayer, who is responsible for getting the most amount of kills. These are not set in stone for every team, but they are good general guidelines you should keep in mind and follow when you are playing with your team. Now also, along with that, you need to determine what kind of player you are, whether you are an AR or sub player, assault rifle or submachine gun. If you're the kind of guy who prefers an LSAT, well, that's not going to get you very far in the competitive scene. Light machine guns are almost useless in the competitive scene. Shotguns do have a use, but they're very situational, and they should not be your best weapon. However, I will say this, if you are a good sniper, that increases your stock worth tremendously as a player, because teams are always looking to add on good snipers. But if you're only really good at sniping and you can't use a regular submachine gun or assault rifle, you're not going to make it too far. So you need to ask yourself, what is my best weapon? A submachine gun or an assault rifle? You should find your best weapon, but you should also be able to use the opposite. You know, if you're great with a submachine gun, you should still be pretty good with an AR, and vice versa. So moving forward, we're going to talk about the kind of teams you should be with. Now, it may seem obvious you should be with a good team, and that is obvious for sure, but you need to stick with one team. And a lot of things that goes with team that people don't really think about sometimes is your team chemistry. If you don't have chemistry with a team, you're not going to survive, because you guys are going to be constantly quarreling during the matches and maybe even afterwards. Stick with a team that's good and that you have good chemistry with. If you're bouncing around from team to team and all that kind of stuff, you're not going to get noticed as easily. And that's the main goal here, is to get noticed by someone who will help you take the final steps to becoming a pro player. So do your best to stick with one team for as long as you can, if at all possible. So when you have finally found your right team, you need to start having success with game battles, tournaments, YouTube, and live streaming. You need to be playing game battles a lot. These are good practice, and while they are not high ranked like they used to be, having a good GB team will definitely help your chances. The big thing here, though, is tournaments. You need to be playing lots and lots of tournaments. There's a lot of underground and third-party tournament websites and on Twitter and all that kind of stuff that you can definitely play tournaments for that are good practice. However, you're not going to get noticed as much as if you play a GB tournament. The Pro Series tournaments are the actual tournaments that the legit pro players play. So if you're playing in one of those and you're having success, and the success is consistent, you will eventually get noticed. Another way to help you get noticed is by making a YouTube channel and uploading gameplay and videos and all that kind of stuff for both your individual player status and your team. This is great for getting yourself noticed, and of course also live streaming, because people love to watch live streams, and if you're lucky, someone of high power will watch your live stream or YouTube channel, and they will really help you jump forward to the next steps. And the next step that I'm talking about here is finding a sponsor. If you can find a sponsor, then you know that you're definitely at the top or you're close to being there. Sponsors are going to help you promote your team while you promote their products for whatever you do for them, and they're also going to help you pay for your tournaments and stuff that you need to enter to get noticed, of course. Like I said earlier, this does cost a lot of money, so having someone, a sponsor, who can help pay for that kind of stuff, that's huge, and that's what you need to be looking for. So if you've found your team, if you're using the right equipment, if you're a good player with a sub or AR, you know what kind of player you are. If you're having success, you have a sponsor, you're going in the right direction, for sure. But don't stop, never stop. You need to keep going no matter what. Now I will say this, you need to be prepared to make some difficult decisions, and some of these difficult decisions could be leaving your team, having to drop a team member, drop a sponsor. You know, these kind of things come with the pro status, but eventually, when you're having to make these tough decisions, you need to look back and reflect and realize that you're in the right place. Keep going always and never stop. And above all, guys, make sure the grind is real. You know, you need to always maintain your practice and effort, because otherwise it's all going to go to waste. So keep playing game battles, continue to play team scrims, continue to play 8s, and even clan vs clan, league play, whatever. Maintain your skill, maintain your efforts, and you will see yourself playing alongside of Optic and Envy and Complexity and Curse and all those big name teams in no time. If you follow my advice, guys, you definitely have the ability to become a pro player. You just need to find it within yourself. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button down below. Also be sure to subscribe to my channel for more awesome videos just like this one. This is Jigsaw, signing out.